Alright, hey, what's up, YouTube? So I got requests to do a video of this. I already know what it is, but we're just going to go ahead and read it. Hello, heirs. This is GM Dominial, our favorite GM. We would like to inform our heirs about balance adjustments to Cerise, a hero whose information was previously showcased in the video entitled Epic 7, a new hero preview, Cerise, on YouTube. Alright, so before her this is her S2, mind you, Luminous Explosion. Before explodes a magical sphere, stunning for 1 turn, before decreasing combat readiness by 30%. You notice it's red because it's gone now. Increases the combat readiness of the caster by 50%. This, I think, is okay, and it was kind of necessary. A CR push on top of a stun on something that does a shit ton of damage is a pretty powerful ability. So, this, I think, is justified. Only this. Okay, the rest of this kind of pisses me off, not gonna lie. Froststorm. This is a rest 3. So before. Attacks all enemies with a Raging Froststorm, decreasing buff durations by 1 turn, with a 100% chance to each restrict and decrease speed. So basically, they flip-flop those, so you cleanse the opposite of what was before. So, I don't know what you cleansed before, and I don't know what you cleanse now, because I didn't see it in game. I'm not sure what buff applies first, because it just says both of them there. I assume it would apply restrict first, and then speed second. So, you would cleanse like would Tywin the speed buff, right? Because it's applied second. Like, I'm not sure. Like, if they flip-flop which one you cleanse. If you want, someone wants to clarify which one it is in the comments, cool. But I don't think it matters which ones you cleanse, personally. Because it's not like a stun or a defense break. So, there's that. I think it cleanses the speed first now instead of the restrict first. I think that's what it is. Okay. So, this is fine. All this is okay, whatever. But the problem I have with this is they changed the debuff to make it stupid. Okay. It's literally a double-edged sword now. And that aggravates me. And I'll explain why. The target will receive no combat readiness increase effects other than that provided by their speed stat, was before. Now, increase and decrease. So you cannot decrease the CR of someone with this debuff. To me, that's a fucking buff, not a debuff. What if you have literally nothing to boost CR on your team, and you bring your units into a Cerise? This debuff does absolutely nothing. Literally nothing. Why is it even there? Like, it doesn't do anything anymore. Oh, fuck. It actually is a buff. Now when, like, this is just such negative synergy, and they made this shit so niche that, like, I honestly think she sucks now. I mean, she'll do the same damage she did before, but this mechanic fucking sucks. My opinion. Like, I just praised Smilegate a couple days ago, and then they turn around and do something stupid like this. That's how I'm feeling. I literally just changed my review to 5-star. And like, it's like every other thing they push out, it's like, dude, I want to facepalm myself so hard that I flip out of my chair. Like, I don't understand what the fuck this oh my god, this balance team is thinking. But this change on restrict is the stupidest fucking thing I've seen since, like, they added pet snacks to the game. Like, I wanted to pull Cerise to have another strong ice unit in RTA besides SSB. I figured she would fit that role really nice. She's got, you know, effectively a strip. She's got crowd control. She's decently fast. She turn cycles fast. She'd be pretty good for RTA. But now, if I bring her in RTA, like my Crow that I would pair her with no longer pushes back anything because of this stupid debuff. My Lilius doesn't push anything back. Bassar won't push anything back. So this just creates negative synergy on your fucking team, which is the stupidest thing ever. Like, you guys want to encourage people to build different units, to try out different team comps and stuff, but literally all restrict does is restrict what kind of fucking team you can use her on. That's stupid, in my opinion. Let's see the reasoning. Because, like, I honestly don't understand this. We will first inform our heirs of the changes that will be made to Luminous Explosion. Okay, this is her S2. Through the use of her new debuff, Restrict, Cerise was assigned as an effective countermeasure against enemies with skills that can increase combat readiness. Yeah, you did that. However, we have confirmed that after additional decreases to combat readiness were inflicted upon enemy heroes affected with the Restrict debuff, it may become very hard for those heroes to have a turn to act. That's why, okay, I know you guys don't play the game, but that's why you fucking cleanse the debuff. Right? How about instead of, like, nerfing the unit, people just fucking get good? like, seriously? Oh, you might not be able to have a turn to act. So, maybe you should have something on your team to fucking prevent that from happening. Like, I don't know if that's just too big brain for the majority of the community, but why don't you fucking just cleanse the debuff and then you get a turn? Or build some resistance. Or bring ML Tywin. You know, there's just so many things that answer to this shit. But instead you make Restrict useless. Like, I think it's so bad now, to be honest. So yeah, therefore, we have removed the combat readiness decrease effect on the skill and change Restrict so that heroes who are restricted cannot be affected by further skills that increase or decrease their combat readiness. So basically, you took the decrease off of this, even though it wouldn't work anyways with the debuff. Like, who the fuck? You're actually paying somebody to do this? I will do this shit for free. And I will not make dumb decisions like this. Like, what the? Like, honestly, like, I can't even right now. Like, maybe I should have turned the camera on so you could literally just see, like, how I'm like, I just don't get it. Oh, okay, the next change that occurred is the order in which debuffs will be applied for the skill Froststorm. In the previous video that was released, Froststorm inflicts Restrict first, followed by the debuff. However, due to this, Cerise was found to be ineffective against enemies which can remove debuffs. Okay, so it will cleanse speed before the Restrict. Like, I'm so fucking... I don't get it. We apologize for any inconvenience that may occur due to the differences in our... Dude, like, why couldn't you just take the CR push off of her S2 and leave it alone after that? So what? She gets cucked by ML Tywin. Okay? That's good balancing in my opinion. Why'd you flop these? Now it's literally like using her S3 is just like, it's so niche that like she's literally, I can't say she's unusable in RTA, but for me specifically with the teams that I run, I use Crow a lot. I will pocket pick Basar. I pick S10, who also decreases combat readiness. It's just a bunch of negative synergy with this debuff, which is stupid. Like, so much for, like, oh, you build, you know, a bunch of different units and construct your teams or whatever. Nope. Now, units have negative synergy, which wasn't in the game before. The only negative synergy in the game that I can think of right now is, like, pairing Champion Zerato with somebody that gives him immunity. How often do you see that? Fucking never, right? I literally never see that. Just like the way you will never see Cerise paired with somebody that pushes CR now. They're bottlenecking the type of teams you can make. I don't like that. I think I made that pretty evident. Let's go look at the stove comments. Hey Smilegate, can you further change it so that Cerise's S3 targets her own teammates instead of opponents? With that change to Restrict debuff, I feel it is a good defense strategy against Cancerous Basar nowadays. I totally agree with you. That's a good point. That's a very good point. Because I would gladly put her on my defense just so I could cast Restrict on myself. That's a great idea. Great idea. Sick nerf. But as well, Arbiter Village at the same time. Okay, another person that... Okay, whatever. Expect a nerf in S2. Yeah, I was one of those people, I think. Do you realize that Restrict can get resisted and cleansed like any other debuff? And CR decrease could come in handy? Or that not everyone considers it some brainless AI using S3, S2 in every single fight regardless of the situation. No matter how you put it, her unique debuff got nerfed and she lost another on S2. That's literally a nerf. Yeah, it's a nerf. Pretty much. Nerfed into the... I wouldn't say she's nerfed into the dirt, but... Ugh. After nerfing S2, you guys make the one with Restrict... Wait, what? You guys make the one with Restrict are immune to attack bar decrease. Okay. Is this a debuff or a buff? Yeah. That's pretty much what I said. If you think the other way, pre-change Restrict is going to cause more trouble than the current one, especially in PvE. What? PvE? Who cares about PvE, dude? PvE is a fucking joke in this game. Imagine complaining about stuff being too overpowered in PvE. PvE is stupid fucking easy. Oh my god. Oh, what about PvE? It's easy. She's still strong. Just because you can't... Dude, that's like... None of these people play RTA. That's what this tells me. Like, people only think about freaking Arena. And Arena is garbage. Who cares about Arena, honestly? RTA is where the game's going, and they nerfed her for RTA. When you're drafting, you can no longer draft her as a DPS because there's going to be anti-synergy on your team if you bring something that pushes CR. That's just stupid, personally. That's what I think. It's stupid. This guy obviously doesn't know what he's talking about. Yep, I totally agree. Balancing team needs some balancing. Sick nerf. Saw that up there. Cerise counters own team's CR pushers. Yes, these two. Tenebria's push, S10's push, Lilius S3, Dizzy S2. This guy is right. Sad. We got a smart guy in the comments, actually. This guy shares my point of view. The Mars Volta, you are a smart guy. I like you. Don't change Restrict's effect because if you bring Cerise against a team that lacks CR booster, then you are effectively countering your own units that push enemies back. Exactly. Which is stupid. I don't know how many times I have to fucking say that, honestly. Like, I'm triggered, guys. I don't know if you could tell. But, like, I just... Why? Just take the fucking debuff off her at this point if you don't know how to balance it right. Just take it off. I'd rather it be a strip into a speed debuff. Like, just take the fucking Restrict off of it completely. Some nerf is okay, but this is too much. She went from OP to niche. Exactly. Keep her in between. I totally agree. Smart guy. So yeah. There's a lot of comments on here, I bet. Not that many. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it, guys. A unit I was looking forward to for some more diversity in RTA. For another ice unit pick that can actually do damage and put pressure on an enemy team. Well, they took that away from me. Less than a week after they announced it. So, first Fire Corvus, now they take away Cerise. A unit I was really looking forward to build. I'll still pull her. I don't think she's getting a plus 15 from me anymore. I don't see the point. Maybe. Who knows? This Restrict change, like, honestly, that pisses me off. But okay, I guess this was a rant. So maybe, I don't know. Like, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you agree or disagree. But if you disagree, at least give me some kind of valid point. Because, obviously, this shit bothers me. So, If you're just looking to trigger me in the comments, I mean, you could say, oh, I disagree, but try to give some reasoning as to why. Because I do think she was a bit overtuned in her S2. Like, she did a little bit too much in her kit. But they took away the only thing, like, I don't understand this change to restrict. It's like the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. This is like dumber than pet snacks, in my opinion. Like, why would you put a debuff on a unit that nerfs your team? I think that just is so appalling to me. What the fuck are you doing, Smilegate? Honestly. What the fuck?
Fuck.